Hi, I'm Joanne Mitchell. I work at Ealing, Hammersmith and West London College. Um, I have to admit, Martin King has introduced me to a lot of the Google products and online tools, and I've quite enjoyed using them. A couple of years ago, I was teaching an IT class. Now, I might be teaching an IT class, but I'm not an IT specialist, which is a level 1 class, which is more of an introduction to IT. And they have to do a graphics unit, and I was just more familiar with Photoshop. I think I'd used it at university myself, so it was something I was familiar with, but I hadn't really investigated any other software tools. So when I spoke to the IT team at the college, they said we no longer have Photoshop on our desktops. So I was like, well, what am I going to do? I can't teach this unit. And it was the students that said, look, miss, there's a cloud-based software called Pixlr. We've been using it, when we're doing things at home. It's something that we can use in the classroom. So as I hadn't heard of it and I hadn't used it, but I needed to teach it there and then, a couple of confident learners then demonstrated to the whole class of how to use Pixlr. So that solved my problem. There was our cloud-based software, but what was really nice was the peer-to-peer teaching and the student-to-teacher teaching showed me how to use the software. Because I have other IT teachers within the department, we were able to share good practice amongst teachers, but also the students who are actually more familiar with the software because they've been using it, were able to share between themselves. The IT classroom I had a data projector, so I actually got one student to demonstrate on the data projector how to use Pixlr. I videoed him doing this, and in the end I was able to upload that onto our Google community, so it became a resource that other people could use. Google Communities is working quite well for me for two things. The ease of uploading resources, and the fact that students can have a dialogue between each other if they want to sort of comment on the resources or share their own resources and get others to comment. So it's kind of a good useful tool. Each subject area has their own community. So there is an IT community, a health and social care community, and we were also doing a sort of recreational project which was about sewing and creating sanitary wear for a charity. So all those images went up, but what was nice was then I can separate different communities. So you can find a community in your own area, but they have different themes. I'm predominantly health and social care now, so that community is being split into different levels. The assignment briefs are going up, resources are going up. I know we're repeating it on Moodle, however, it gives the student the option. They've got two platforms. For me personally, though, because they're using Google Drive, I prefer Google Communities because a lot of them have smartphones and they can access through the different apps on the smartphone straight to Google Plus or Google Drive. I've encouraged the students now to use Google Drive instead of using Word, because of the ongoing problems sometimes with students of I've lost my USB stick, miss, I can't access my Z drive, which is our student area, I can't access it at home. And I said, we'll use the cloud-based. And the nice thing is they're now coming back to the classroom and saying to my health and social care teachers, I've got my work in Google Docs, can I share it with you? So they are now forcing the process of my teachers having to become familiar with new types of software. So you don't need to be, an IT specialist. You don't need to have, qualification in IT. Once you've sort of got used to the basic app, a lot of them are very similar, and it does what it says on the tin. They're quite easy products to use. But the nice thing is I use my smartphone an awful lot, and a lot of the apps, they're all synchronized. So what I'm doing on my phone when I'm around, sort of not in my office, it feeds back to my desktop, and I can work from home as well. But the students are picking up that link as well.